Making if statements your best friend. A guide to indirect requests. Hello there, language learners. Welcome back to our series on conversational English. Today, we're venturing into the world of indirect requests using if statements. Specifically, we're focusing on if with the past simple tense. This is an incredibly handy tool to make your requests sound more polite and natural. So, let's dive in. Before we jump into the specifics, let's clarify what indirect requests are. They're a more courteous way to ask someone to do something, without sounding too demanding. For example, instead of saying, "Give me that book," you might say, "Could you pass me that book?" The latter is an indirect request. Now, onto the meat of our topic today. If, with past simple tense. The beauty of this structure is that it makes your requests sound even more polite and somewhat hypothetical. When we use past simple tense with if, it's as if we're imagining a scenario. This makes the listener feel less obliged and more willing to help out. Let's look at how we form these statements. Start with if, follow with a subject, then use the verb in the past simple tense. For example, if you had some time, or if you were free later. Although these sound like past events, remember, we're actually talking about the present or future. Let's look at some full examples now. Imagine you want to ask your friend for help with homework. Instead of saying, "Can you help me with my homework?" you might say, "If you had a moment, could you help me with my homework?" Here, "if you had a moment," is our if statement with past simple tense. Another example could be asking someone to lend you a book. Instead of, "Can I borrow your book?" you could say, "If you were not using your book, could I borrow it?" See how these requests sound softer and more polite? And there you have it. That's your introduction to making indirect requests using if statements with the past simple tense. Remember, these aren't referring to past events, but making present or future requests sound more polite. Try incorporating this into your daily English conversations and see how it changes the dynamics. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope this video has been helpful. Until next time, keep practicing, and happy learning.